Hey guys, Sarah here, and today I want to talk about intermittent fasting. This is a really small change that you can make in your life that's going to give you huge results. Now, first of all, what we've been told by pretty much every healthcare practitioner out there is that breakfast is the most important meal of the day and that we need to be eating every 2 to 3 hours to keep our metabolisms high and prevent our bodies from going into what's called starvation mode. Now, there is actually zero research to back up that theory. That's right. None. Not a single research article to back that up. Basically, someone came up with this theory, we ran with it, and we've been running with it ever since. So let's look at what the research does tell us. And what it does tell us is that if we eat a meal of, say, 2,000 calories, we will burn the same amount of calories if we eat it all at once or spread it out throughout the day. It doesn't matter how you do it. You're going to burn the same amount of calories. Also, our body doesn't go into true starvation mode until 72 to 96 hours after our last meal. That's 3 to 4 days. And if you think about it, that actually makes sense because our ancestors didn't just wake up to a giant plate of pancakes. They actually had to go out and forage for food. So they would go through these cycles of feasting and then fasting because they'd have to go find food. You know, it might take them a couple days. They would gather lots of food, feast, repeat the cycle. Now, what these studies tell us, and unfortunately they were done on animals, on little mice, which is awful. But at any rate, they did studies on mice and they found that by going through these cycles of feasting and then fasting, we actually increase our lifespan by 30%. That's huge. That's like tons of extra years on your life by following this feasting and fasting cycling. A few other health benefits of intermittent fasting include normalizing insulin sensitivity, boosting mitochondrial energy efficiency, increasing growth hormone production, that's your anti-aging hormone, by 1,300% in women and 2,000% in men. You guys, who does not want to increase their anti-aging hormone by 1,300%? Seriously. Okay. It also lowers inflammation, lowers triglyceride levels, sheds unwanted fat, eliminates sugar cravings, reduces oxidative stress, increases longevity, increases brain function, and lowers blood pressure. Okay, so now we're looking at actual research, and the actual research shows us that intermittent fasting is pretty darn good for us. So let's look at how we can do this. First of all, this is not restricting calories. This is just restricting the window in which you consume those calories. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either eat for 5 days and then fast for 2, which might be challenging for some people. Or you can eat for 1 day, fast for the next, eat 1 day, fast for the next, which also might be challenging. And then the other option, which is my personal choice and what I follow, is that you fast for 16 hours and eat for 8. So 8 hours of that you're already sleeping. Okay, so 8 hours you're fasting, you're sleeping and fasting, and then you wake up and you don't eat for 8 hours. And then around noon, you start eating and you smash back all the calories that you would normally eat in a day within that 8 hours from 12 till 8. Or I guess from 12 till 7 because you would eat your dinner at 7 and, you'd stop eating at 8 o'clock. Okay? So this is a bit challenging for the first week or two. Your body takes a little bit of time to adjust. And what I did was I just started moving my breakfast time back. So I, hold off till 8, then 9, then 10, 11, eventually make your way till 12. And now it is no problem for me at all. And you can be consuming beverages as long as they don't have sugar. So I drink water, like filtered water with some apple cider vinegar. You could have coffee. as long as it doesn't have sugar in it. I personally don't really advocate for consuming caffeinated beverages just because it does affect your adrenals and it does affect nutrient absorption. But you could if you wanted to. So just beverages for the morning, and then at noon I eat a big giant salad or a big giant smoothie, and then I'll eat little snacks maybe throughout the rest of the day, and then around 5 or 6 I have a big giant dinner. And it's not hard. I haven't had any issues. It's actually easier because you don't have to worry about breakfast. And you feel really good. You feel great. And of course, who doesn't want to increase their anti-aging hormone? So yeah, that's my information about intermittent fasting. There is a longer, sort of more informative documentary that I will put in the description box below for you guys if you want to do some further research. But yeah, happy fasting, everyone. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you all have a really fantastic day.